Have you ever felt underestimated when using wax instead of ceramic coating? This is for you, my fellows. Nowadays, nearly every brand has its own ceramic coating, and everyone is trying to push their coatings as hard as they can by saying they have the longest lasting, the most durable, and with the most
best
unique
in the world,
formula.
period.
And it's no surprise as now producing consumer-level coatings has become available to nearly everyone. A bit of faulty marketing, and we have a situation where demand creates supply, and car owners are ready to buy everything that says ceramic on the label. 10 years ago, you had to spend a fortune on a detailer who would properly prep and apply a professional-grade coating. Now, having $100 on coating, one-step polish, and some beer, you can apply it yourself overnight. But is it such a blessing as some bloggers and brands want you to think? Today, I want to share 5 facts that can make you choose wax over ceramic coating and not become a pedestrian. I already compared the cost of using wax versus ceramic coating, but it was a year ago, so I had enough time to collect even more facts, besides costs, to keep you appreciating the wax guys. Preventing some comments from the last video, I need to mention that by ceramic coating, I mean ceramic coating, not ceramic wax, ceramic spray, or some cheap marketing namings. All the ceramic and graphene waxes and sealants are going under the wax section. As we are settled, let's finally begin. Brands want you to think that after applying their ceramic coating, you will forget about paint protection for 5 to 8 years. Just don't forget about coating maintenance once a year. But are you planning to keep your car in their labs for these 5 years? I doubt that. In real life, during 5 years, everything you can only imagine may happen, starting with the most obvious: swirls and scratches. If you think any of this coating will protect you from scratches, think twice. The maximum you can expect is to be a bit more protected from minor swirls than unprotected cars. Ceramic coatings promise you better protection from swirls compared to wax, and this might be true, but only in the head of a person who sells you ceramic. Also, you should keep in mind they will protect you from swirls on a clear coat by leaving swirls on the ceramic coating. So in terms of aesthetics, swirls will be still visible on your car, but they will be on the coating, not the clear coat. The same applies to water spots. However, it's not even as important as realizing what happens next after you get some swirls or scratches on your protected car. Imagine that you just applied your fancy 8-year coating and you went to the mall with your family, feeling confident with your car, being protected with an unbreakable ceramic shield for the next 8 years. But suddenly you meet Billy. Billy doesn't bother himself with car detailing, to be honest. He often neglects his personal hygiene, so you may only guess what he thinks about dirt on his car. Billy drives a 20-year-old minivan, which he bought brand new instead of paying for college. Oh, lucky you parked next to Billy's minivan. And when he returned with his wife and 6 kids, he had no intent to bring the cart back, so he left it next to your car and drove home. Here, wind comes into place, and you have a beautiful scratch with a few swirls on your freshly maintained car paint. Not good. So, what will be your next move? Obviously, you will want to fix it, and as the scratch is not too deep, you can easily fix it with polishing. But don't forget you have a ceramic coating, so instead of stripping wax and polishing only the damaged area, you will polish the whole body panel to remove the ceramic coating first, then polish the scratch. But this won't make you a pedestrian yet. But this one will, as now it's time for reapplication of protective coating. With wax, you just cover the area, buff off, and you're good to go, while ceramic coating will require full body panel application and at least 1 day for bonding and curing. Hope you are okay with becoming a pedestrian for 1 day because of some minor scratch. So if you think you will meet such Billy only once in 5 years, then spending 2 days addressing an issue with scratch is not a big deal. But if you catch swirls and scratches pretty often, you better get a second car or stick up to wax. Also, I doubt that leftover of the ceramic coating you initially bought will be enough to reapply too many times, so you may need to purchase another bottle of ceramic coating during these 5 years, which makes already high application costs even higher.
A plastic shield so tough, so hard, nothing can stick to it. Nothing. Not tree sap, not road salt, not grime or dirt, not even bird droppings, grease, gasoline, not even paint.
Let's be clear, manufacturers have been trying to fool us by selling some protection properties of their wax or ceramic coating for quite a long time. Let me tell you something. The only way for you to avoid scratches is simply by not buying a car. This way you will be protected from car paint damage. Really, how do you imagine 1 or 2 microns of wax or consumer ceramic coating to protect you from swirls and moreover scratches? Just for reference, your clear coat is around 40 microns. This is 2 microns of ceramic coating. And this is how thick your credit card, which is 760 microns. So which scratch protection do you expect from 2 microns? Well, scratches are not the only hazard for our cars. We also have UV rays, bird droppings, road salt, and many more. Ceramic coatings may provide better chemical resistance or a longer resistance time to some specific chemicals, like for example, acidic bird droppings. With ceramic coating, you will have more time to remove the bird poo than with wax before it will etch into the paint. But don't forget that it gives you this time by sacrificing the protective coating. This won't be a problem with wax, as you can simply reapply it by yourself. While ceramic coating may require more complicated and cost-demanding rejuvenation and another day of pedestrian life. A common myth about ceramic coatings is that after application, you will have little to no maintenance, and you can forget about washing your car every week, as dirt will be sliding off on losers with waxed cars. And yeah, I guess we all can agree that ceramic coatings have better hydrophobe than wax, but it's not so good for you to forget about maintenance. Comparing hydrophobic properties, I would say no protection is 0 points, modern wax is 70 to 80 points, and consumer-level ceramic coating is 100 points. With modern ceramic waxes, the difference became smaller. However, the difference in maintenance remains untouched, and again, all the disadvantages of ceramic coating come from its higher costs and complexity of removal. When the coating is fresh, then dirt comes off easier, so the washing process becomes a breeze. But in the real world, we might not have time for a chill summer wash next to our house. Sometimes we need a quick wash at some random car wash. And with ceramic coating, it might be a problem, as you should be way more picky to the car wash you choose, as poor service can damage your coating. It won't be good with wax coating either. But as we know, fixing wax is not the same as fixing ceramic coating. It's another way of becoming a pedestrian for a day or two. Many people fall into ceramic coating trap by believing it can provide a much deeper gloss and higher shine. While such characteristics are very subjective, 95% of gloss and shine comes from a perfectly polished clear coat, and only 5% depends on the protective coating you choose. In general, paint gloss is how the light reflects on your paint through your clear coat. So the thicker your clear coat is, the deeper your color will look, and the smoother the surface of your clear coat, the shinier your car will be. As we already know, clear coat is around 40 microns, while wax or ceramic coating is only 1 or 2 microns. Such a thin coating boost won't make a dramatic difference in the way your paint looks. Many of you may say it's not true, as you can see a huge difference in gloss after applying wax and moreover ceramic coating. And it's no surprise, as you always make a paint prep before applying wax, which by itself makes the paint look better. And even if the prep was not good, the wax will mask it by filling in minor imperfections. Alright, but how come many of you see the improvement after applying ceramic coating compared to car wax? Well, it's simply because ceramic coating does not allow you to neglect the paint prep as wax does. If the car is prepared as well for applying the wax as for applying ceramic coating, you won't see a huge difference. Gloss and shine come from your clear coat, so don't let this myth become your choosing factor. Another reason is more psychological, and maybe I'm the only one who has it, but having a freshly applied wax gives me more confidence in paint protection than a ceramic coating, which I applied 3 years ago. Let me explain. Ceramic coating and wax are both invisible, and the only way we can see their presence is by checking the water beading. We can also check it with coating thickness gauges. But will you actually check every inch of your car with it? I doubt that. When I use waxes, I make paint decontamination and apply a new main wax layer every 6 months. In between, I can apply some liquid or spray wax on top. It means that with 2 maintenances per year and often reapplication of a secondary layer, I'm sure that my clear coat is contaminant-free and my paint always has a fresh layer of wax protection. However, with ceramic coating, if you have some area on the paint where the ceramic coating was damaged, let's say you missed a bird poo 2 years ago, your clear coat will be absorbing all the contaminants in between these maintenances. And your ceramic booster won't be able to handle this issue for 1 year long. Moreover, ceramic coating wears itself over time, collecting minor swirls which are not polished for obvious reasons. So, in 3 years, your coating is not as bulletproof as it was after application. And it's a concern for me. I want to know that my paint protection doesn't have any bald spots. Again, it may not be as important or a game-changing reason. I would say it's more about sharing my feelings on this topic, so we can count it as a bonus one. I will be glad if you will share your thoughts and feelings on it. To summarize, I have to say that ceramic coating has better chemical resistance and is longer lasting than wax. I'm not trying to prove the opposite here. But while these features are very important, they are not the only ones to consider when we start thinking about real-life use. All the complaints are circling around one major ceramic coatings issue. While they are becoming more affordable and easier to apply, they still remain difficult to remove, which still keeps wax the king of day-to-day paint protection, in my opinion. I believe that the future of paint protection is a blend of the best features from both ceramic coating and car wax. Eventually, we will receive an easy-on, easy-off coating like car wax with long-lasting and beading like ceramic coating. And what encouraging me is that now, we already making steps forward it. We already received easier to apply ceramic coatings and improved ceramic waxes. So who knows, maybe in 10 years, we will not have such a dilemma anymore. And everyone will be using some spray wax that will last 5 years and bead water like a non-stick fry pan. So while ceramic coating is the best option for some people, good old waxes still deserve to be loved, as their affordability and ease of removal make your experience less stressful. While people with ceramic coating have to bother themselves all the time to avoid damaging the coating, you remain relaxed, knowing that you can reapply it within an hour, spending $5 worth of wax. And I believe that we should relieve the stress by detailing our cars, not to collect more things to be bothered about. Take care of your cars and have a lovely detailing, folks.
Welcome